I'm most excited to be here with my cast. They're like my family, and it's the best.
Here at the Kids' Choice Awards, is this your first one?
Yes. It is. We're rookies. It's our first time here. Yeah.
What is the energy like? What does it feel like to be posing for photos? You're going to meet fans?
It is absolutely crazy. I mean, this is my first time here, all of our first times. It's so much fun, though. I didn't expect it. I expected myself to be a lot more nervous, but I'm having just such a good time, and we're here with such good people. So.
There's a surprising amount of waiting around. I know you'd never see it on TV, but like, there's a lot of times where you're just standing, and then we're like sitting in the back talking a little bit, and then it's like, oh, let's meet so-and-so and do that. So it's actually really chill.
It's so exciting. The energy is really good, and everybody's really happy to be here, and this is kind of rubbing off. It's really nice.
And you have your movie nominated, right? Is it nominated today?
Yeah, it is. It is up against Black Panther and some heavy competition. But I'm so excited.
Slime anybody from your cast. Who would you slime?
Okay, I've nailed my answer after maybe like 3 or 4 incorrect answers. It has to be Steve Valentine, who plays Dracula, because he really wants to get slimed, and I want that for him.
I have already had the experience to slime Case Walker before in a No Apologies music video that is going to come out very soon on Nickelodeon. It was really crazy and super, super fun. And it was the bucket was a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be, honestly, yeah.
I think they do that on purpose so then you get some on yourself too, and they're like, we got all of you.
Oh, yeah. No, I got lucky. I avoided it all. I was clean that day.
I know you have another movie coming out, right? I feel like this is the first I've heard of it, so I know people are...
Yes, Monster High 2 is coming out maybe this year, perhaps.
What are you excited to explore with your character that you maybe didn't get to do in the first movie?
Well, we actually just wrapped, so I actually do have the answer for this. This year, Cleo gets to explore she's conflicted because she's sort of in the friend group now, and she wants to be really supportive of her friends, but at the same time, she is still clinging to some of her old tendencies, like her desire for popularity and to have all the spotlight on her. So she really has to learn how to balance the two things.
I mean, everything's bigger and better. There's a lot of internal conflict going on in my character that kind of grounds out among the musical aspects of it.
We've all kind of grown up a little bit more. It's sophomore year now, so I'm trying not to spoil anything. The looks have leveled up, hair and makeup leveled up, wardrobe.
To see the clothes.
Even our sets, we were like in the same locations, but like our set deck was just a little bit elevated. It's like everyone knew what they were doing, so everything's just a little bit better, like everything. Also, Keith throws fireballs.
Oh, we got a little something. And I'm terrified to spoil anything, so we're gonna
let it all fall on him.
That's all I'll say. That's all you get.
Been like to see this franchise come to life in this way, because everybody knows the toys and stuff, and then I feel like when you embody the character that has a toy, and then you get your own toy, it's like pretty cool.
It is so cool. I think coming into a world that already has so much love from the fandom and everyone, so many people already know about it, it's really amazing as an actor to be able to really dive into that material and learn everything you can from a new perspective. And also, I've really loved engaging with the fans and hearing, especially the people who, will post their artwork and be like, oh, I relate so much to Cleo. I love talking with them and being like, what makes you relate to her? Because I love exploring her through these different perspectives, and I feel like because we already have this world behind us, it's so much easier to be able to do that.
It's been truly amazing, honestly. The fans love my character and the fact that I can represent the queer audience with myself and my role. I was actually really surprised by how many people were so quick to accept that, and it makes me, sleep well at night knowing that people are excited to see me in this role, kind of changing Frankie just a little bit rather than disappointed. I know there's a lot of change and that could be really difficult, but I think that our fans have really come to embrace it and love it for how different we are, because we're honestly living through our characters so truthfully, and if you just watch the movie, you'll see that for sure.
You've been a part now of Disney and Nickelodeon, and we are seeing this change because just on Disney Channel, I think last week or this weekend, they had the first gay couple proposal on Bunked. Yeah. So even with that and with your character now on this, what does that feel like to see that representation now? And is it something that obviously, I don't know, it's just so overwhelming. I feel like it must be for you. And
yeah. I mean, we definitely live in a bubble here in Hollywood, and especially in Southern California. I'm from Long Beach, which is, very queer-friendly, and I grew up around a lot of queer-friendly people, and to be able to bring that into other people's homes around the country is truly amazing, and I'm extremely appreciative of it, especially nowadays. I get a lot of anxiety. I'm sure a lot of other young trans folk do as well, about all of the legislation that's going on, especially right now in Florida. There was 3 pieces of legislation that are going to make it just completely impossible for a trans person to function in daily life. And in Florida, I don't know if I mentioned that, but it gets really scary out there for us, and I just want to offer just a little piece of happiness, and that's what I hope from Frankie is just a little ball of life that has never experienced any kind of conflict or anybody telling them that they can't be who they want to be. And it's really amazing to see a trans kid who's never had that pushback in the media. Just a happy queer storyline is something that I'm really fighting for, and I hope that's something that inspires a lot of younger people as well.